Can't forget the day, can't forget the rain. Old of the highway, flooded again. Passing them cars, changing them lanes, driving too quick, driving insane. Tears are raining down my face, feeling crushed by the weight of the things I've learned today. Screaming to someone, blaming someone else. Screaming at no one, blaming myself. Hold on to the good times, they tell me so. How the hell else do I even cope? 'Cause love is just an ugly wager, and the house collects its pay. Always things I've learned today. Take him away, darling, take him away. Can't bear to see him in this way. Take me away, darling, take me away. Lead me to the promise of better days. Prepare all you can for the heartbreak. You'll be blindsided anyway. All of things I've learned today. 6, 7, 8. If Stephen Hawking's right, then there's a parallel universe where he started a band and took it all the way to the top. But in our current universe, in our sad current universe, oh, you moved away, yeah, you moved away, you moved away, and you left me here. If Stephen Hawking's right, then the universe is infinite, and you've said an infinite number of things, and I've heard them all. But in our current universe, in our lonely current universe, oh, there's only so much time, yeah, there's only so much time, there's only so much time and so many words. If Stephen Hawking's right, gravity and time are relative, and everything is related, except for you and me. 'Cause in our current universe, in our disjointed current universe, oh, there'll never be, no, there'll never be enough attraction in time. No, there'll never be, no, there'll never be enough attraction in time. stretched into eternity, and the little house that sat beneath bleak sullen skies. You sat on the covered front porch in a rocking chair. I saw the tears welling in your eyes, and the walnut trees grew, but they were not plentiful, and the money was in the wood and not the fruit. You said something about making it through the winter, as I tear the walnut trees up root by root. All up root by root. And harvest season came as it did every year, with colored tents and joyous music filled the air. I turned my back so I may toil in my field. I know the music could never reach me there. And the walnut trees grew, but they were not plentiful, and the money was in the wood and not the fruit. You said something about faith and our salvation, as I tear the walnut trees up root by root. All 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 up root by root. You dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down. No reason or purpose. Underground, 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 underground. But there's plenty of good up here on the surface. There ain't no gold where you're headed. Ain't no silver nor all that's down there is bedrock and gravel to the earthen core. Feel the toxic dust welling in your lungs. The cavern canary is so far gone. You dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down. No reason or purpose. Underground, 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 underground. But there's plenty of good up here on the surface. Slam your shovel and pickaxe and slowly chip away. Dig a space just big enough to crawl into and live another day. Your rations are growing low and your lantern is growing dim. How much longer can you persist in the state that you're in? You dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down. underground, 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 but there's plenty of good up here on the surface. Underground, 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 but there's plenty of good up here on the surface. And the worst part of it all is you already know. If you ever come back to the surface, you'll have nothing to show. You've been digging in this hellhole of a cave. Don't you know that you only need 6 feet to build a grave? Dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down. No reason or purpose. Underground, 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 but there's plenty of good up here on the surface. Dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down. No reason or purpose. Underground, 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 but there's plenty of good up here on the surface. This is where the beautiful people go. Perfect houses in perfect little rows. They hear music on HD stereo. Whoa. This is where I make my home, in a tiny house on a pockmarked road. I get bad reception on the radio. Whoa. Listen closely, you can hear it through the static. Quiet voices in basements and attics. Don't you know it takes a special kind of spirit, playing songs even though no one else will hear it. This is where the beautiful people drink, with their perfect hair and perfect shirts of pink. But don't you dare ask them to think. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Listen closely, you can hear it through the static. Quiet voices in basements and attics. Don't you know it takes a special kind of spirit? Playing songs even though no one else will hear it. So who are you? Are you beautiful or are you like me? Are you crystal clear or a little bit fuzzy? Are you with them or are you with me? Listen closely, you can hear it through the static. Quiet voices in basements and attics. Don't you know it takes a special kind of spirit? Playing songs even though no one else will hear it. 6, 7, 8. Back when I was in middle school, I always took things very seriously. Back when I was in middle school, they told me that high school would eat me alive. So I went off to high school, and I still took things very seriously. 'Cause back when I was in high school, they told me that college would eat me alive. So I tried my best, always scared to death that all my work would land me in the local bar. But now I'm here, drinking beer, and I'm wondering where all of the monsters are. So I went off to college, and I still took things very seriously. 'Cause back when I was in college, they told me the real world would eat me alive. So I tried my best, always scared to death that all my work would land me in the local bar. But now I'm here, drinking beer, and I'm wondering where all of the monsters are. And the hardest thing that I have to say is convince myself it's gonna be okay. And I have to repeat it every single day after years of believing the other way. And I tried my best, always scared to death that all my work would land me in the local bar. Now I'm here, drinking beer, and I'm wondering where all of the monsters are. So now I'm in this real world, I'm having a hard time taking things seriously. Wasn't I always just in some kind of real world? I'm just waiting for something to eat me alive. Just waiting This is a song by Clint Goffina. It's called Slow Times. I've been sitting here inside today, doing nothing much at all. Sitting with my back against the wall. I'm afraid to go outside, so I'll just stay here and hide. How much longer can this last? Staring outside my window, streets are moving fast, but the times are incredibly slow. Leaves outside are changing colors, so why can't I? Outside I'd be living in danger. In here I'm living to die. And how much longer can this last? Staring outside my window, streets are moving fast, but the times are incredibly slow. I just read to pass the time. I've never felt so confined. What good can this knowledge do if I can't share it with you? And how much longer can this last? Staring outside my window, streets are moving fast, but the times are incredibly slow. Whoa, whoa. I'm not old, but I'm not as young as I used to be. Oh, 25 years old, and I feel the creaking seeping in my knees. Oh, and everybody tells me it's okay. Everybody tells me it's the way these things go. I ain't weak, I'm just not as strong as I used to be. Oh, things get to me, and it hits so hard, and the rebound so slow. And everybody tells me it's okay. Everybody tells me it's the way these things go. That bad, but I can't enjoy anything till 5 years pass. So, and everybody tells me it's okay. Everybody tells me it's the way these things go. Whoa, they try and tell you about this cliff that I find myself tumbling down. Try and tell you that your job will suck and your friends will all leave town. And I thought I was special, I'd resist. I'm starting to realize that this is just the way things go. Than I used to be. Oh, weight piles high, and I feel the pace in my steps begin to slow. And everybody tells me it's okay. Everybody tells me it's the way these things go. Slap right in his face, and people in black trying to pull me away. And he just laid there, a stupid grin on his face. No, he wouldn't, no, he couldn't retaliate. And me, I'm just a shitty old man with a kink in my back and a cane in my hand. And all of these people know they don't understand all the hell that I went through because of this man. Jealousy is coursing through my veins. I couldn't look him in the eyes, and I shudder at the name. Bobby Hightower is finally dead and gone, but I'm still here and I don't feel like I've won. It was his life that I focused my mind to distract myself from the misery of mine. And I never stop comparing us side by side, while he 17 years old, bought a beat-up van, and he hit the open road. And teacher said, get ready, real world knocking at your door. And we hid in our basements, he put the pedal to the floor, and he hit the world in a headlong collision course. No, he never starved, never slept in the rain, playing that guitar, and he earned himself a name. It was always a struggle, but push did never come to shove. And we were watching TV, and he would watch the stars above, and he found things in life he truly loved. And the world is so much bigger than the old West Side, and he always had perspective on the shortness of time, and he lived in constant terror that he never may find those very special things that lead to a well-spent life. Well, he met some good, and he met some mean, met a whole bunch of people who were somewhere in between. He was always charismatic, always down to have some fun. We knew the same old people, he knew everyone under the sun, and he learned something from each and every one. Like the world is so much bigger than the old West Side, and he always had perspective on the shortness of time, and he lived in constant terror that he never may find those very special things that lead to a well-spent life. Well, he met a man, had a business plan, needed some money, so he lent the man a hand, and the business paid off nicely. He had more than he could spend, and we invest in stock markets, he invested in his friends, and he settled down and bought himself some land, and he knew the world was bigger than the old West Side, and he always had perspective on the shortness of time, and he lived in constant terror that he never may find those very special things that lead to a well-spent life. I was doing well, by all accounts, had a job and family, but I couldn't shake the demons in me, that I was weak, that I was a bore, so I became selfish in my pursuits of so many things I needed to do. And I would give anything for another try. And I would give anything for a happy life. I burnt out young, got a dog, met a nice girl from town, bought a house, and then we settled down, and she loved me as much as she could, but my insecurities, they drew her away from me, and I God alone put all my anger and my pain in a company in my own name. I was doing well in business at least, but then Hightower Industries, they bought it all away from me. And I wonder, why do some dreams come true but others die? And I would give anything for a happy life. But now that I have someone I can blame, oh, I never have to face myself. I never have to feel the shame. And I would give anything for another try. And I would give anything for a happy life, for a happy life. Many things I have seen man can overcome, but there are a few things that you can't recover from. Sadness passes with time and anger will dissolve, but regret, it stands alone, the devourer of souls, and it resides in the most trivial of times, and it remains in the places most mundane, keeps you up at night, the most trivial of times. It erodes your day, the places most mundane. Yes, it resides in the most trivial of times. Yes, it remains in the places most mundane. It's a city on the riverside. I've never been there, but I've driven by so many times, and every time that I go by, I wonder why you're not there by my side. And there's a lonely to Wheeling, West Virginia. I can see it crystal clear within my mind, despite all the time that's gone by, all the time I see you waving me goodbye, and my eyes, they fill with tears and start to cry, and there's an angry man, and he's headed to Wheeling, West Virginia. Pull into the driveway, hear it through the bay window. Soft and slow, I hear it play, and everything I wanted to say, I rehearsed for days. It fades away, I turn away, and there's a hopeless man, and he's leaving Wheeling, West Virginia. Yes, there's a hopeless man, and he's leaving Wheeling, West Virginia. And that is the story of why I hate the man in the coffin inside. And he had succeeded where many had tried, and I was just a big old waste of time. And now that he ceases to be, I thought that I'd feel alive and free, but I don't feel anything but a little empty. And he will be the only one that rests in peace. Bobby Hightower is lowered in the ground. He lived a life of work and was loved by all around. And I'm still here, and I have fought and clawed, but nobody even gives a damn at all. By now, I should know that bad things happen to everyone, so you gotta take things as they come, you gotta take things slow, and more than anything, you gotta let things go. But me, no, that ain't me. I never learned a damn thing since I was 17.